Hey guys, this is a big one. Love Dare 13. Love fights fair. If a house is divided against itself, that house will not be able to stand. Mark 3:25. Um, I think out of the love dares, and I'll admit I've cheated and gone through and seen what every dare is. I think this is the biggest one. This is the hugest one you could have, and probably the hardest one because it's so hard to stay in the guidelines of fighting fair with your spouse. Talks about how if you bring things up from the past in a current argument, the person you're fighting with can't defend themselves against that because most likely if you bring it up, you've been through it, you've rehashed it, you've rehashed it, and you've rehashed it to where it's just to the point to where they're tired and it just pisses the person off. Um, you know, um, I'm trying to think. Um, I don't bring up stuff from the past, but and Jennifer doesn't either. I think what the biggest thing with Jennifer is it gets me is that she brings up when she does something wrong and we're fighting about it, she'll say, "Well, you did this. This is nothing compared to this." Um, so it kind of knocks me down to my knees to where I really can't defend myself because yeah, I have done it. And I feel like that's always an out for her when I'm mad at her. But if I try to use it, like when she said she paid a car payment and didn't pay it, and almost got my truck repoed, it it was okay. And so, with the love fighting fair, I like the boundaries. Boundaries are rules you both agree on beforehand. Rules that apply during any fight or altercation, and each of you has the right to gently but directly enforce them if these rules are violated. These are the rules. Number one, we will never mention divorce. Number two, we will not bring up old unrelated items from the past. Three, we will never fight in public or in front of our children. Four, we will call a timeout, and adults do take timeouts if conflict escalates to a damaging level. Five, we will never touch one another in a harmful way. And Jennifer and I have been pretty good about that. I mean, there have been times where I've grabbed her, but it's been a long time, or vice versa. We will never go to bed angry with one another. Failure is not an option. Whatever it takes, we will work this out. And before I go on, Jeff made me. There was a couple days ago where I threw my hands in the air, and Jeff pretty much hit on that. That not he didn't say, "Hey, you need to make this marriage work out," but the way he put it to me in a roundabout way was that it doesn't matter what's going on. You've got to figure out how to make it work, and if you don't, you're doomed. Me boundaries are rules you personally practice on your own. Here are some of the most effective examples. I will listen first before speaking. Everyone must be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. James 1:16. I will deal with my own issues up front. Why do you look at the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own eye? Matthew 7:13 or 7:3. I will speak gently and keep my voice down. That's a hard one for me. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Proverbs 15:1. Fighting fair means changing your weapons, disagreeing with dignity. That's huge. Changing your weapons and disagreeing with dignity. It should result in building a bridge instead of burning one down. Remember, love is not a fight, but is always a fight worth fighting. Pretty cool. All right. Talk with your spouse about establishing healthy rules of engagement. If your mate is not ready for this, then write this out on your own personal rules to fight by. Resolve to abide by them when the next disagreement occurs. It's hard. And, it's hard. Our biggest thing is, and I think I've hung up on her a couple of times because I'm trying to do the thing of not saying anything mean to her, and hanging up has helped me from doing that. But then I have to call and apologize for hanging up. So I have to work on that. This is one that I'll constantly be working on. I think the both of us will. And I'm hoping I might type something of this up and send it to her and say, hey, because it does talk about both of you agreeing on this. Hey, can these be the rules that we fight by? And I don't know. We'll see if she'll agree, and we'll see if I'll be able to keep them. But this is the big one, so watch it, and I hope I get some good responses.